Hello there, it's April. Welcome back. It's day 14 in my 30 days of exposing my truth. What I've discovered is that everything that is material, all the material things that we own, a house, a car, our clothes, even our accomplishments like winning salesperson of the year or building $1 million business or building a six-figure business or anything like that is just temporary. It's just temporary and it's just on loan for a season of time, because when we leave this earth one day, when we cross over, we can't take none of that stuff with us. The only thing that we'll be taking with us when we cross over out of this earth life is our stories and memories of the people that we love. And I think it put things in perspective for me after attending a funeral in the past few weeks. I went to Alabama to attend my stepdad's funeral, and I went to the funeral. We go to the service, and then we go back home to my mom's home where they lived. And we pull in the driveway, and I look over to the left, and I see his truck, Arthur's truck. My stepdad, he had just passed away. And just 4 years earlier, he had purchased his dream truck. I mean, this truck was fully loaded. It was blue. It had power seats, an extended cab. It had the rims that he wanted. It was thousands of dollars for this truck and it was brand new, by the way. He put $10,000 down. It was brand new. He drove it off the lot, and he got to drive it for 4 years until he passed away. But as I looked over and noticed that truck, I thought to myself, at the end of our lives, all the material things that we have, all the things that we place a high value on, that we love, it's just temporary. It's for a temporary enjoyment, because when it's our turn to cross over, we're not going to be able to take it with us. We can't take anything with us when we cross over out of this life. And it put things in perspective. And I think the lesson that I got from this was that what I value most at this stage of my life is I value experiences and creating memories with people that I love, with my family and with my friends, and having meaningful conversations, even with my clients, having meaningful conversations. I wrote down a list of things. What are some things that you value? I value experiences over material possessions. I've noticed this about myself over the past few years. But let me say this, 15 years ago, 17 years ago, I wasn't like that at all. Like, I used to value material things. Like, I had a high-end handbag that was a designer label. I would wear designer clothes. I drove a Mercedes-Benz car. I bought the most expensive home, my dream home that I could afford and that I could qualify for back then. I was doing very well in real estate, so I had a really nice home. And there's nothing wrong with having material things. But the problem was I was trying to use it to somehow prove my worthiness. And it had nothing to do with my self-worth at all. And this was a life lesson I learned years ago. But this week, attending that funeral, seeing his truck, his beloved truck, just sitting there in the driveway. He got to borrow it just for a little bit of time and enjoy it, but now he doesn't have it anymore. All right, so I want you to be thinking about, what are some things that you enjoy? Okay, I love going on beach vacations with my family. I love literally going down there, road tripping down there, or getting on an airplane. Usually it's a road trip in the car. And then we just take our daughter and we sit on the beach, and there's some joy about just sitting on the beach and smelling the ocean air and hearing the seagulls and digging my toes in the sand and watching the waves. There's something calming about it. It helps me to reset, rejuvenate, refresh my spirit. It's so, I love that. That's one of my favorite things. What is your favorite thing? I wrote down some things. I enjoy, uh, feeling the strength and groundedness and beauty of the mountains, being in the mountains also. I also love feeling fun, connected, and love with my family and friends for a mini adventure, like getting in the car and going to a state park, or going to some other place that's local. Go even out and just going browsing for the day at like a little outdoor festival that they have in the fall. That kind of stuff brings me joy, and looking around at the vendors and enjoying being outside. I love going to concerts. Not all concerts, only certain ones, and listening to music that I love, that gets my toe tapping, that makes me feel connected. I love all kind of music, like from pop music to some hip hop, not too much of the hip hop that they have on the radio now as much, but I like worship music. I listen to K-Love most of the time. I love how music makes me feel. So I love going to concerts. Okay, another thing that I love and experience is I love going to see awesome shows, like a live show like Cirque du Soleil, or a talented street performer, or a Broadway show, like, and other personal development conferences. I love those kind of experiences. I love seeing a great movie that inspires me, that ignites my spirit. Um, I love those kind of shows like that. Like, I mean, there's a bunch of them that I've seen recently that I really love. I love to laugh out loud, movies that make me laugh out loud or cry. I love seeing live comedians. I prefer comedians that have language that's not too bad. That's me personally. But like, I love Michael Jr. I love his comedy. I mean, I love to laugh out loud and go to see a live comedy show. Matter of fact, I went with my husband on a date night to see Michael Jr. live at Northview Church about, I don't know, 4 months ago, back in August or September. We had a great time. So anyway, that's all I wanted to share. That's all for today. Spending time with my grandkids, playing playing a board game with my grandkids, or even with Ailey, my daughter, just that kind of stuff. Hanging out with a friend, having a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, and just having a meaningful conversation and laughing out loud, and hugging each other and supporting each other. That's the stuff that I love. That's it right there. Having a meaningful conversation about God. That right there. I love that. Whether it's at my house or at a little coffee shop, right? So what about you? What about you? What's meaningful for you? And that is all I want to share. I'll see you soon. Bye.